Hi guys, it's Kara. Thanks so much for joining me. We are going to whip up a chicken chili. Now this is healthy, easy, and it can be thrown in the crock pot all day while you play or work. So let's get started with the ingredients. We're going to use 3 chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, or 4 cups of cooked chicken. If you have leftover chicken, 4 cups of cooked chicken or 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. You do not need to cut them. They are going to shred on their own as they cook in our crock pot. We need a tablespoon of chicken base, a tablespoon of chili powder. If you like it hot, add 2. If you don't, you can tone it down a little bit. This recipe with all the blends is fabulous any way you look at it. We've got a tablespoon of crushed garlic, 2 cans of northern beans undrained. That's what your juice is going to be made out of. Then we've got 1 cup of carrots and sliced or diced. These are frozen carrots. That way they don't go bad. I love everything frozen veggies. And then you've got a cup of seasoning blend, which you can find in your freezer section. Again, great for soups, stews, sauces. Fabulous, easy, and they don't go bad as quick. Now if you don't have the seasoning blend, a cup of it, then just use half a cup of green peppers, a half a cup of diced onions, and you're good to go. We've got 1 can of corn, a can of diced tomatoes, and then a can of Rotel tomatoes. You can do it mild, medium, or hot, you choose. Salt and pepper, and then we've got a teaspoon of cumin that we're going to add at the very end, about an hour and a half before the chili is done. I think that it just has those, I feel that as I cook it and leave it in all day, that the flavors just kind of dissipate. So we are going to do it at the end, and I do that with the salt and pepper too. I actually add that about an hour before it's done. So let's get started. Very simple. I talk longer than it takes to make this. Let's put our chicken in, just like that. Then we're going to add a can of tomatoes. Keep your trash can closed, that way you just throw it in and you don't have to do anything. The hardest part about this whole recipe is really just opening the cans. I think that's about it. And I swear this is a great recipe. It's a dual recipe because what you have left over can be used to make chicken burritos the next night. All you have to do is get some soft shell tortillas, a little sour cream. You can add rice if you choose to, but whatever mix is left, whatever of the chili is left, can be used to make your tacos, burritos, enchiladas the next night. Really, really good, good, good. And see, we're almost done. All I have to do now is the measuring. No water in this. And that's because the chicken, because I'm using raw chicken, is going to create its own broth, which is fantastic. And then we're going to do a tablespoon, but then a little splash just because I like chili. I like the flavor of it, sorry. We're going to cook it on high, 4 to 6 hours. The chili has been cooking about an hour and a half. It is all stirred. I stopped and stirred it halfway in between. And now we just need to add our cumin. Just towards, the middle of the process, go ahead and add it. That way the flavor stays in. And again, it's just a teaspoon, sprinkle it around, and then you can stir it. And this will be done in a few hours, or you can leave it all day, whatever you choose. That's it. Now one little tip I'll give you is when I use my crock pot, before I start making things in it, I go ahead and turn it on high to warm it up, just like you do your oven. That way this is not sitting here for 20 to 30 minutes trying to gain its temperature. It's already where it needs to be. Guys, thanks so much, and hopefully you can check us out on facebook.com/bagholder for the finished product.